Haneen, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So first off, the war is almost over, finally. And
Finally, yes.
but my question to you: did we ever feel any difference on ground throughout this wartime?
Never at all. Nothing changed. Everything is the same.
Exactly.
Even before, I haven't feel anything different
Yeah.
or I'm scared or I don't want to go out. I don't want to go to work at all. Even I told my friends, my family. I feel like we are spoiled here
100%.
because it wasn't like a war.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to try a war, you have to go somewhere else, not here.
Exactly. It was very ironic that it was called like over the headlines and news and everything. Everyone's calling it a war and stuff like that. And that's what we keep telling everyone living abroad, that on ground here in Dubai, we have not felt any difference.
At all.
Life was
Never.
business as usual. Everything was going back to going to normal, and that's what we say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna connect that to something that I heard from Imar's Muhammad Al Abbar, saying that crisis happens at any time. And it is expected anywhere that a crisis can happen like every couple of years.
Yes.
And he also said that if you're a business and you cannot handle a 2-year crisis, then you should get out of business. And that made I could relate to that because it should show how resilient you are in a market, especially if we're talking about the real estate industry, and as a city, as a government, the resilience and being able to withstand a crisis that's inevitable to happen every now and then. If we talk about 2008, if we talk about different crises that happened over time, Dubai has shown that kind of resilience. And like you just mentioned, life has been normal on ground.
Exactly. And actually, this is what I'm trying to do, to apply it on my personal life. Now, I'm trying to prepare myself to the next, I don't know, tension, small crisis or a crisis. Maybe it will happen after 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know what is it,
Sure.
but it might happen. So I have to be ready from now, because I think I have learned from COVID time, it was 2020, let's say 2019 or 2020. Then now after 6 years, something also happened. So it might after 4, 5, 6 years or 7 years, something will happen. I don't know what, but I have to be ready for it.
Exactly. You have to be resilient for
Exactly.
it. I think that's interesting what you said, because it's like you're taking it as you're reflecting it on your personal life.
Exactly.
And that's how Dubai influences. And I'm not sugarcoating anything, but I view you as a very brave person. I'm gonna come back to you, and I'm gonna start off by saying that joining the real estate industry in general, is a risky move in general, in my opinion. But joining it during this time is even riskier. And you did join, during this geopolitical tension.
Yes.
How did that feel?
Actually, it wasn't planned to join now during this situation. I resigned. Then literally my last day at Burj Khalifa Residences was the day before the tension started. So first day I stayed at home. It was Saturday actually, so it's a public, it's weekend. Then I got shocked. Why now? Yesterday was my last day at Burj Khalifa.
Right.
So why now? Then I got shocked actually. I got surprised. But then one thing I've learned in hospitality fields and at Burj Khalifa, actually the nature of work there taught me how to stay calm, how to handle people to handle myself as well when things get uncertain. So yeah, after that, 2 3 days, I felt it's my destiny. I have to be here. I have to take this decision and continue.
Right. And you came from an EMAR background, which is a strong background. I think
Yes.
that gives you the kind of mindset that we're talking about. What has been the biggest challenge that you faced during these times, and how are you navigating it right now?
Actually, the hardest part wasn't the market. I thought the market, because it's a big market, but no, it wasn't. The trust between you as a broker and the client, this is the hardest part. Before, I thought, no, also, it's not a big challenge for me because I really know how to build that bridge between me and the customer or the client. But now, no, I find this is the trust is the hardest part because any client will automatically will not like believe as a new agent you are knowing what are you talking about. So then I try to start like leading any discussion with data, with numbers. Like I have I have my backup as a reports, as a data from the LD department. Any confirmed data, it's my tool to use it in any discussion with any client. Yes.
I really love that answer, and that's that's how you should tackle the objections that you're getting from from clients nowadays, and especially the ones that look at Dubai from afar and they don't really understand the numbers. From your perspective, I'm gonna read this off of the card. How are buyers or investors reacting to the uncertainty right now in Dubai? Because you have different kind of reactions from different people.
Yes.
Based on your conversations, how are people reacting?
Well, I got in touch with, let's say, GCC buyers, especially Saudi and Kuwaiti. Uh, they were not really worried. They want to invest, they want to buy because they believe in Dubai or UAE in general. Let's say European clients, some of them they are really active, and one of them he doesn't want even he has an property here, so he doesn't want even to sell. He said, "No, I'm holding. I want to keep my property because I know Dubai and I know nothing will happen. So I want to sell it later on because I know the prices."
Why do you think that is? Is it trust in the government? Is it that they know they've seen the history of how the government has always bounced back? So they
Exactly.
is that
Exactly.
okay?
Exactly. This is
Okay,
the reason. Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
they trust here the process in general.
Right. So this is more of a personal question, but how do you like personally stay motivated, especially in these times? Again, with the motivation thing is again, real estate is a different industry when it comes to your work ethic. You
Yes.
always have to have that motivation on a
Yes.
daily basis. You always have to be able to push yourself to accept rejection, to accept all of this. This is in normal times.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we're in an abnormal time, but it's like it's not the peak. Maybe let's just say that. So how do you stay motivated and find opportunity even when there's a bit of unpredictability?
Okay. Since it's not the peak, I feel I cannot depend on the market's mood to motivate me. So I started like just stick to my process, just stick to my habits. This is the thing will push me to feel good actually. Like just keep in touch with your clients. Uh, Always your outreach has to be like really in a proper way. Yeah, just depend on my habits actually. Always show up. Always be consistent with your clients. Plus honesty. In this time, actually, I feel this is the only thing that you have to do. Show up and be honest with your clients. Like don't offer them anything doesn't fit their goals just to sell, because they know if you are now especially these days, if you are like a pushy broker, they're gonna walk away fast.
100%.
Yeah.
How do you handle doubts when you have doubts, especially these times? I'm sure you've had some doubts, like getting into the industry at such a uncertain time. How did you respond to yourself when you've had those doubts?
You know, from the beginning, when the tension started in my first day, I felt like I have to be here. So I'm not. I cannot step back, and I will not step back. So always I have to be here. Yeah, and I'm taking it like an investment,
Right.
because within these, like, let's say 3-4 months, I felt like the smart new agent is like the same smart new investor. When you are looking to
Interesting.
when you are looking to something like new, you have to study it from A to Z. The smart investor has to do the same. So any question will come to my mind. It's coming to his mind as well.
True.
So yeah, I'm trying to just to make my to put myself in their shoe, and I'll try to answer my doubts first.
I like
Yeah.
that analogy, and I'm gonna use it also and say, just like an investor would get into the Dubai market because of the trust in the vision of the government, and new agent will also get into the market because of
Yes.
the same reason,
Yes. Yes.
because they know how the government bounces back and all of these things. So my next question is, what trends, what types of properties or price ranges, based on your conversations with clients, are people focusing on right now?
Uh, from what I'm seeing, and actually the transactions and the data, it's showing like the mid range market. Let's say the, like, for example, the units, the with the pricing from starting, let's say 1.2, sorry, million. So that till 2.5 or 3 million. This is the units that really are holding good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's worth mentioning that I'm not going to name the developers, but it's worth mentioning that we've had a few sold out projects recently from different developers across Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
And this is worth mentioning because it just goes to show that this is an amazing market, and people believe in it. And even, these launches that are coming out, people are not able to get a unit in it right now because they waited, or because, maybe they had their doubts and they didn't get in at the right time. And I think that's our job, to kind of navigate the client towards the right project for them at the right time. Because
Exactly.
because we don't just say you're going to miss out on a project out of, I mean, some people do that out of pushiness and blah blah blah, but we don't just say it out of that. We say it out of serious urgency, that no, the market has projects that you can miss out on for years to come, right?
Exactly.
Especially master communities, and we will get into that, and how, like, prices increase in master communities, and that's very important for you to get the lowest entry price as an investor, and so on and so forth.
Right.
Now, how is it like getting into the Dubai real estate, and do you feel like it's, as an investor, from an investor's point, do you feel like it's a risk or an opportunity for a new investor?
Okay. It's both, I think. Yeah. It's risky because of, let's say, from an investor perspective, I think it's risky because you have to choose the right location, with the right price, with the right developer, with the right time. So you have to choose perfectly here. From an agent perspective, also it's risky because you cannot find one investor. Let's say you understood already his target, but this property or this lounge, let's say it's like a good price, but the location doesn't fit him, or so you feel here. You sound here like a pushy person,
Right.
which is wrong. You're gonna lose your reputation here. For me, it's better to lose this deal now with this client, but at least build with him trust. Then he will come back to you later on.
100%.
Yeah, and also I can see there is opportunity here. If you don't sound like uh, unsure, if you lead the conversation with numbers, if you lead the conversation with the data, with the reality, actually, yes, people will believe you. And yeah, always show up with the data and the honest, I think.
With the data and the numbers, and you have to kind of have that bigger umbrella of, again, the government's vision and the infrastructure.
Yes,
and
exactly.
because that's the core of everything. I had a conversation with a client that has been investing in Dubai for a while, and then I tried to redirect him to Abu Dhabi, for example. He was, when you're afraid of change, he was like, "What's Abu Dhabi? I've never invested in Abu Dhabi. I don't want to." But it's a matter of having a conversation with such a client and making them understand, like you said, the data and the numbers, and what's the government vision. What is Abu Dhabi, by the way? Because it's the capital of the UAE. It's like a financial capital of in the world. There's a lot that you can talk about to make them understand the stability and the type of investments that you can get out of Abu Dhabi. For example, in order for you to get in as a new investor.
Right.
Now, have you noticed any change in the conversations with your buyers recently? Now that things have started picking back up.
Most of the buyers, I think now they are asking more. I cannot compare it with the people before because I was not in this field before. But I mean, in general, I had like last year, like a few conversations with the actually residents in Burj Khalifa. They want to invest in any property here, like just from an investment perspective. So yeah, now, like without asking that much questions. But now the people, I believe they are more selective. Yeah, they ask more questions. Actually, I feel it's a good sign. You feel now, maybe I feel the market now is really healthy market. So who asks more questions, it means he's really willing to buy. He's a serious buyer. So yeah, this is the thing. I just noticed that they are asking more.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And I think over time, a lot of like those hesitant investors over time, they just wanted to wait for some kind of reassurance. You know what I mean? Which I think now it's there. The reassurance of how is the UAE going to react to this geopolitical tension?
Yes.
Is it going to survive? Is it going to withstand? And all these answers have been answered with a yes.
Yes.
So I think that's the kind of reassurance that people were waiting for, and now they're getting it, and now they're like, okay, let me
I
reconsider.
have to do something now.
Exactly, have to
Yeah,
do
I have to
something
move.
about it. Yes. And how do you? We were talking about the risk of investment and the opportunity or the potential for growth. How do you balance between both with your conversations with buyers? Like, how do you make sure that the customer or the client understands the risk versus also understands the potential for growth and opportunity?
Yeah, actually, I'm not trying to be positive always. Because if I'm being positive always, it means every project and every unit in this city fits this
It's
plan.
amazing.
Yeah.
Realistic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Realistic.
Yeah.
Here there is a risk. Here is something. Let's say this unit doesn't have a parking. I'll mention it. This unit is so far. I'll mention it. So I'll give them the real picture, and they have to decide at the end. I'll try to do my best to make everything clear for them. Then they have to decide. Even I'm advising them that sometimes if they need a financial advice, they have to go to specialist, to advisor, to financial advisor to get that advice. If I'm not able to help them. So yeah, just give them the full picture. Be honest.
Right. Be honest.
Be
I
honest.
like that.
Yeah, be
I
honest.
like that.
Yeah.
Now we're in summertime. People say summertime is slow. We've had, again, a few launches that have been sold out.
Yeah.
This is a statement, from the market. It's a big statement. But looking into the next, let's say, 6 months, and we're all looking forward to a strong comeback, I want to say, of Dubai's winter and,
Yeah.
and all of that. What do you hope to see in the next 6 months when it comes to the Dubai real estate market, let's say?
Uh, First, I hope this stability now holds, at least to push the developers, the buyers to plan farther out, just to launch more projects and to bring more buyers, because I think we're gonna see like more end users in Dubai more than investors,
Hmm.
because it's the safest uh,
Right.
city, let's say, or country as UAE. So yeah, I think we're gonna see more like end users, and I hope the sellers like asks for more realistically prices.
Hmm.
Yeah, because when you want to sell your unit, just at least check the market. Don't ask for much higher like a price, because when the price is really fair, so the good deal will come.
Hmm.
Yeah. What else?
It's not going to sell for the price you want. It's going to sell for the price of the market.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
If you will ask for like a really high price, your unit will be forever your unit.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. No one will
Or if
will
it's
buy.
a low price, you're gonna lose. So that's where you come in
Yes.
as someone who is able to consult them objectively.
Right.
Speaking of the next 6 months and everything, it's not just about what we hope for. It is about what the city has already established when it comes to infrastructure. Because these are things where we're not saying, oh, we hope this is gonna. There have been plans put in place for the next not just 6 months, few years
Yeah.
that are going to transform this city to the next level.
Yes.
And
I
I'm
agree.
talking about, the stuff that most people know, like the Al Maktoum Airport, Dubai South, biggest airport in the world, 260 million passengers. You have all the new modes of transportation coming in, adding this futuristic lifestyle,
Yeah.
and reflecting that also to real estate and the standards of all the properties that are being handed over in the next either 6 months or 6 years.
Yeah.
So, Haneen, what have you learned so far on this journey? The real estate industry, in my opinion, you learn every minute. You can say that about so many other industries, but I mean, I might not be able to tell, but because this industry, you're required to learn a lot. You're required to learn about things that don't even have to do with your exact job. So it's very broad. You know what I mean? So
Actually, every minute you have to learn something, and I mean, when I woke up in the morning, at the first minute, I feel like I have to learn something, and you keep learning till the minute before you sleep. This is really what I noticed. Sometimes, like I'm watching TV, yeah, okay, but then I'll scroll. Yeah, something new. I learned something before I sleep, so it's really interesting. And I learned like knowing the market. um and building the trust with the client, it's two different things. When you know, really, if you know the market, you have all the good knowledge. If you cannot build that trust with the client, you're gonna lose this client. uh, by like being slow to reply, or by being unsure, or if the client will ask you anything. Let's say just you like you met someone in your building, and he knows you are an agent, and he will ask you something regarding ijari or his tenancy contract. If you He's a potential client,
right,
so if you didn't answer the right.
you lost them as a client.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
this
I
is the
like that.
thing. You have to be always like prepared well for any question.
Being on top of everything,
Yeah.
knowledge, and having that balance of building
Yes.
rapport and having knowledge at the same time.
Exactly.
What do you hope to achieve in the next couple of years,
Wow.
career wise?
Career wise. Uh, I don't have that clear goal, but really what I want now to build that profile based on, like, let's say, quality or honest. I don't mind just keep losing. Hopefully not. I don't mind keep losing for a year, like, deals, but I know later on I'm gonna build the strong profile, because this is what I want. Because I'm taking this career as my final career in my life now. This is what I'm gonna go through for many years.
I love that.
Yeah,
You believe in investing in yourself
exactly.
and delayed gratification. Basically, I can delay. I can not delay, but I don't have to see results right now. I don't have to focus on the results.
Yeah, if I need to kill that deal,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill it just to build my reputation. This is what I want, actually.
Yeah, I love that. 100%.
What about you?
What about me?
What did you learn? What have you learned since you are doing it longer than me?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's been a really interesting roller coaster, I would say. The one thing that I have on top of my mind right now is I've learned to really, really accept rejection, and not just saying that, but literally accept rejection and be okay with it and go on with it. I used to, like, maybe take it to the chin and be maybe upset, but it teaches you. I think it's the amount of rejections that you can get that make you have thicker skin over time. So that's something that I kind of I feel like I've learned
Nice,
recently.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that thicker skin.
Yes,
Actually,
yes,
I'm working
100%.
on it.
It takes time, and there's so, you know what I love about real estate, honestly, there's so much to do. In, like, within your job, there's so much to do.
Right.
Meaning that you don't have a specific job description, that you follow. Our boss once told me you should have a lot of activities. Do that. So that sentence, that word activities, meaning that um, doing activities that push you toward closing a deal eventually.
Okay.
So they could be cold calling, they could be your social media content, building that personal brand. They could be studying projects, studying knowledge, talking to clients, having conversations, prospecting outside, prospecting elsewhere. There's a lot, and I think that's the beauty of it. It's literally very diverse as a job.
Yes, exactly. This is the thing. This is like your business. You are your business.
Yes.
You have to invest, like, financially and marketing, and you have to do your admin things. So it's like a full company. You are handling a full company. This is what I feel. Yeah, yeah. You will take care of your personal brand, and you will take care of your financial things, and yeah, it's a full company.
It's the best description that you just said. You're your own business in this industry. You're
Yes.
your own entrepreneur. Only difference is that you don't have the expenses of having a business open, which is also an opportunity. It's something you should take advantage of. Um, you know, going off of the fact that you just said, as a real estate agent, you need to keep up with everything, knowledge and everything. You also need to keep up with AI, and we know that integrating AI will help you reduce that admin work, for example, that you just mentioned, and maybe focus more on closing
agree.
deals and talking to people and all of these things. It also pushes you to know more about the world, because there's a lot of things that affect the industry. I don't want to say we became political experts these days, but we definitely are more well-rounded when it comes to politics. We have to keep up, because what people might not understand is that in those conversations that we have with our clients, in a way, like you just mentioned, you're being tested. What's the square footage in this area? Not just that, but if you're not, if the client doesn't feel that you're not well rounded, you don't understand what's going on in politics, then how come you understand the investment that I need to get into? You know what I mean?
100%.
So that's also something I like about the industry. You get more well-rounded in other topics, and you're able to have these conversations, and they're interesting conversations. Honestly, you can.
Right. And actually, you feel you know the city where you live now more than before. Like before, I used to go to work morning, come back evening, and go somewhere in weekend, eat here, go there. Yeah, this is the life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, when you are like anywhere, you need to know what's the entertainment things here,
Right.
what you can do here, what's this building here, who's the developer, since which year. I mean, everything. It will push you even without like talking or discussing with anyone next to you. It's in your mind.
Yeah.
You are thinking about everything around you that you need to know the pace of it. So yeah, it makes the life it's pushing us to go like basics to know everything.
Right.
Yeah.
You start focusing on the details. You know, like someone if someone studies cinematography, whenever they go watch a movie, they'll focus on the little detail scenes. Same thing for us, I think. You go to a restaurant, you might like write it down so that you could suggest it to a client and all of these things. I like the example that you gave, but 100%, it's very important to be up to date with all these things.
Yes, up to date. Yeah.
100%. Hanina, I want to personally thank you for coming in today.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I really enjoyed. Thank you for having me. Hopefully, this journey will be really like that. Really, what I want, especially with our team.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm honestly excited for what's to come because
thank
you and I, you know what's funny? A lot of people that watch content from Dubai and real estate agents who talk about Dubai, and a lot of people will come and tell you, you're paid. You're paid to say that because they don't. I've had it before. I've had some guy from the US come and tell me, oh, they're probably, and I know some people who did that too. Because I think the level of the things we talk about when you live abroad, sometimes they might not make sense. Is it really that good? Is it really that safe? Is it really that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hope they gonna come here and try it.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna say the same, even more, I think.
Exactly. To experience it yourself.
Yes, it's tough. It's hard when you come to Dubai, like UAE in general, with zero, let's say, experience. Yeah, it's very hard to find a job. It's very hard to prove yourself here, but you can do it. I mean, you have to work hardly for it.
100%.
But you can do it.
But you can do it exactly, and the opportunity is here. The opportunity is everywhere here in the city, and it just makes it. I'm not gonna say easier, but it you can just get the opportunity in different places here in Dubai. That's something you know.
For me, from my like little experience, let's say, really just work with honesty with people.
Right.
Because like I was working in psychiatric clinic 2022 before I joined Burj Khalifa. I never thought about applying there. Even one time I tried to apply, I went to the website, EMAR website. It was very long process. So I filled out half the information and I left it. Even I didn't submit it.
Yeah.
But I noticed when you work really with honest, when you respect the people around you, do your best, the opportunity will come even without knowing about it. I just received a call. I saw the number on my phone like Emar. I thought like a scam or something. Anyway, I picked up the call. Then she said, "Are you interested to work as a concierge receptionist in Burj Khalifa?" I heard only Burj Khalifa. But I didn't say no, of course. I told her, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, then same day she asked me if I'm available next day morning early for an interview, online interview. I said yes. Then after the interview, like 2, 3 hours, they called me, congratulations, you are shortlisted. I mean, within less than 24 hours, let's say, my
Wow.
life changed.
Wow.
Really, it was like that. So just do your best and the opportunity will come.
It can take literally 24 hours for your life to change.
Exactly. When people are saying this,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe them.
You wouldn't relate, like maybe.
Yeah, because we know that like the process, it will take time
Yeah.
to send your CV, then an interview, then like another interview maybe,
Yeah.
then the team or the HR team, they're gonna decide shortlisted or not. So it will take minimum, let's say minimum 1 week,
Yes.
but within 24 hours.
That's amazing. Would you say that's because you worked on yourself and then you attracted
Yes,
this?
exactly.
Yeah.
Even just being nice with the cleaner inside your office, it will make it will come back,
100%.
in I don't know which way, but it will come back.
Absolutely. I absolutely
Yeah,
agree
so
with you.
I since that day, like I started like reviewing everything happened
Yeah.
with me. What did I do?
Yeah.
But then maybe yeah, I deserve it. I did really good, so I deserve it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Then keep working on it.
Exactly. I love that. Haneen, thank you so much. This
Thank
has
you.
been a very
Thank you.
interesting conversation,
Thank you very much.
and we'll definitely do it again.
Yeah, why
Yes.
not? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and see you next time.